When it comes to slavery, I feel like you guys just don't do it a justice.
Another history lesson. You see that hole? That tiny hole up there? They used to drop down food while there was 1,000 men in this room and have them fight to the death for just a little bit of food because they would starve them for days, making these men turn against each other and just become savages. And here is where a rebellious female would be held. So she would be attached to that ball by chain all day with no food, no water, under the sun, rain, it didn't matter. She would be there until she was weak. The governor would come on this balcony and look down at her once she was weak and ask somebody to bring her up so he could SA her from this balcony. This was thousands of women. And like, as you could see, can you imagine being chained here naked all day and all these men are just walking around able to do whatever they want to you? When a female would get pregnant, they would keep them in the dungeon until they had the kid, and then they would take the kid up and they would raise the kid a little better because the kid would be lighter. They would teach them how to read, but you still weren't free. You still were under them. You weren't in the dungeon, basically. So this is kind of where the whole light skin privilege originated. And that's how it came all the way to where we are today. And we still have this issue. This is the actual female dungeon. This is where they ate, slept, used the bathroom, had periods, gave birth, all of that in here. Thousands of women. There weren't as many women in here as the men's side were, but there were a lot of women that had to come through here. And they were just basically like playthings for the governors until they were ready to be shipped out. Now, this leads to the door of no return. And that sounds so crazy and scary, but it's true. Once you went down that hallway, you were getting on a ship and being sold off to whatever country you ended up at. And they have a little memorial here for them.